What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a head-to-head, gauntlet-worthy head-to-head at that, where we're going to put the Sony WF-1000XM5s. We're going to have these guys go head-to-head against the Noble FoKus Mystiques. Oops. All right, this should be a very good head-to-head, gauntlet-worthy. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we are in. For those who want to see the app specs and price breakdown for these guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave links in the description below for my unboxing videos, so that way you can go ahead, check out those, and then come on back and join us for this head-to-head. All right, let's go ahead and pull one of each of these out. We'll compare the two. First off, as you can see here, we can get that in focus. All right, as you can see, we've got the Mystiques here on the left, or excuse me, on the right. XM5s here on the left. I'm trying to get these guys in focus. For some reason, my camera doesn't seem to want to operate, want to cooperate with me. We'll just keep it down. Okay. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and tighten this up a little bit. All right. Actually, back it up. All right. Well, as you can see here, we've got both of these guys. Oops. I'm gonna drop this one off. All right, here we go. As you can see, I think I started music. All right. As you can see, we got the Mystiques are a little bit much bigger, a little bit more chunkier than the XM5. So shout out to Sony for the low profile. All right, and I do love the almost like marble type faceplate on the Mystiques. I love the way they did that. And with the Noble branding, let's go ahead and focus on this guys a little bit. Here, of course, you know, you got the Noble branding here. I love the faceplate. Again, ergonomic fit to these. As you can see, I keep tapping, I keep making music start. As you can see, sits very comfortable in the ear for like long-term use. So you're really not having an issue there. All right, again, very comfortable, very light too, by the way they're constructed. And then here we go with the XM5s. As you can see, very minimalistic, taking cues from their predecessor, the XM4, and slimming them down just a lot, in my opinion. And then you've got the your touch control surface is a matte, not black, but a matte surface with gloss all the way around. You got the accent coloring on the noise canceling speaker, as well as the Sony branding there. My apologies for the camera just not wanting to focus. So I got to keep them a little bit further back. I don't know what's going on, but it just seems like they don't want to focus on these right now. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and put both of these back in, and I'm gonna pull out my phone, and we're gonna take a look at both of them in the ear. And here we are with the Noble Mystiques in the ear. Excuse me. As you see, it takes up the entire ear well, but then again, very comfortable, very ergonomically fit. So I don't have any pressure here on the lower portion of the ear, and they're good for long-term wear. Plus, you got to get the appropriate ear tip in there so you can get that really good seal. And here we have the XM5s in the ear. As you can see, takes up a good bit of the ear well, not a lot, but again, very compact in the ear. Big touch surface there on the front. Again, proper ear tip, and with these as well, gives you that really good seal, comfort, and comfort rather. It hurts. It helps with noise canceling as well as sound, just like on the Mystique. So both of them very comfortable for long-term use. So what we're going to do, we're going to continue our testing, our head-to-head comparison testing rather, and then we'll come back in with the sound test. Stay strapped in. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Mystique earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Mystique earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Mystique earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Mystique earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Sony WF-1000XM5 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Sony WF-1000XM5 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Sony WF-1000XM5 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Sony WF-1000XM5 earbuds in a crowded location. All right, we're back in for the sound test. We're going to start off with the Mystiques. We got them already paired up and in the ear. We'll go in to their EQ settings that I have already set up for them. Full disclosure, there was a small update for them. So I did run that before, well, off camera rather, and wanted to keep that 100 with you guys. So here we go. All right, so whoops. Let me see what we got here. We're gonna go ahead and jump into our music. You can see I was looking through some stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get this paired up. Split screen view. We're gonna pop in our music here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we'll queue it up, but we're not gonna start it. All right, because we want to make sure that we are in our optimal listening level. So let's go ahead, our preferred listening level, that is. Let's go ahead. I think we're good right there. All right. So old money, let's get it. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, they do have ambient mode. So I want to see, we're going to see if we could turn that off. All right, so it's ambient. It turns off the ambient mode, so it's almost like a noise canceling type thing that they have activated. So we want to turn that off. We want to get every opportunity, every advantage that these guys have. We're going to go ahead and utilize that, of course, for better sound. So let's go ahead and jump in old money. Here we go. Alrighty, right off the bat, very bright sound. All right. So again, all right, we can turn these down a minute. All right, I'm taking a couple notches off because these guys are very, very loud. All right, probably some of the loudest I have. But again, the vocals are very clear, very crisp. The piano in the background, very sharp. Now here we go with the rest of the background instruments. You got that nice little sub rumble from the cello, but again, the mids and highs are really up there, making these nice and loud, making them loud, at least for this song. But again, even with that, they're still crystal clear, clean vocals. All right, it's a really good sound. Now here comes the background instruments. All right, again, very clean, open sound stages, nice and wide, really clear vocals. I like it. Again, got that nice surround, that almost that spatial audio. It just sounds like they're everywhere. It just sounds like they're everywhere. It's a great sound. All right, let's go ahead and jump into You and That by T-Pain, or by E40 T-Pain. All right, now the bass on this, you're getting that hit. It's not as powerful, but again, it seems like it's more pushing the mids and highs over the lows, even with my current settings. So, and I was kind of thinking that the mids and the highs and lows would be even, but naturally they are not doing that, but they sound very loud. The bass is good. It just don't have that thump and that sub bass rumble. But you can't take away from the clarity rather of the mids and highs. The vocals crystal clear. Like, you can't take nothing away from that. I just love it now. E40 is sounding very clean and clear. Sound very crystal clear. It was just, I just wish it had a little bit more punch to it. But man, that just, you can't take nothing away from that, the clarity of the vocals on these. All right, let's go ahead and go on up to our third song, Going Home. Here we go. Again, very clear, clean mids and highs. The sharpness is there, but again, to the detriment of the lows. And the lead saxophone here, it sounds so sharp. I personally love it. I just wish it had a little bit more of the lows involved. I may have to go in and tweak these and turn down the highs and everything to get what I want. But man, these sounds crystal clear. All right, and again, just a great sound. Here comes a high note. That is piercing. It is piercing. It's so good. Now here comes the rest of the band. It opens up nice and wide. Again, I'm gonna have to do some fine tuning, but as of right now, the highs and mids, they're just dominating. Again, very clean, very clear, but they're dominating. They're dominating. I thought I had balance. I don't know. Maybe it was because of that recent update I just ran. It might have tweaked it a little bit. I might have to do some fine tuning off camera. But as of right now, it has great sound, great clear vocals, clean mids and highs. It's just the lows are there, but I just feel like they're to the detriment of, they're being taken away to bring up the mids and highs. Again, that could have been that update, because I did just run the update and then come right back in. I did not do any fine tuning, so I will definitely do that off camera and see what we can get. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and swap these out. We're going to put the Sony XM5s up, and we'll see how they sound in the sound test. Stay strapped in. All right, off camera with the FoKus Mystiques, I went ahead and did some tweaking to the EQ. I found it. I got my right balance. I just wanted to show you guys what I did, what I came up with. Completely different than what I had before, especially down here in this region of settings. But I do got the good bass that I need, that I was looking for to match the clarity of the mids and highs. So I just wanted to make sure I point that out. I did it off camera to save time, but this is what I came up with. Let's continue. All right, we are back in. We got the XM5s all paired up and in the ear. Okay, so we're in their app. As you can see, we are in ambient mode, so that way I am not yelling right now, which is good. We have LDAC feature turned on, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump into our settings here, and we're going to turn LDAC on here inside the developer settings. All right, we're going to let it take us there. Oh, LDAC is already turned on. Let me put that, I'm sorry. LDAC is already active. So we'll go ahead and jump back in to the app. And now we'll go ahead and we're going to put these in noise canceling mode right now. That way I don't forget. Noise canceling turned on, and it just got instantly quiet. All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go down to our sound. As you can see, I already have my EQ set up. We're going to go ahead and dive in. This is what the EQ looks like. Now, I use that find your equalizer. I know it's beta, but it's giving me the best sound out of these. So we're going to stick with that. I've been rocking it with this on since I got these, and I don't see no reason to change. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and stay there, and we're going to split the screen up. All right, we got Old Money already queued up. Make sure we at our optimal listening level. We're going to go ahead to there. All right, and here we go. All right, nice clean sound, a little bit more warm, but I got nice clean clear piano in the back, nice clean vocals, got depth. The vocals have depth now, so not only are they clean, but they have a little bit depth to them. All right, you still getting the echoing and everything, so the detailing's there. Here comes now this is what I'm talking about. When you talk about earbuds, I got the rest of the string instruments, but I do get that sub bass from the cello, moving from the right, going to the left subtly, very nice. I like the way that sounds. And again, vocals are still out in front, but we still got that balance, so it sounds really good. All right, now here we comes in with the chorus, and we got that nice wide open stage now. Very clean sounding. Sounds really good. Again, got that sound stage opened up nicely, and you got that night. It just feels like you're at a concert. Just really good sound. All right, so let's go ahead and go into. Let's go ahead and go into you and that. All right, here we go. All right, right off the bat, that bass is hitting. That bass, and you got the sub bass rumble right behind it, and it doesn't fade away too soon. Perfect. Now here comes the vocals, nice and clean, very clear. This is what I'm talking about. Now I like the way this sounds. Just so good. Love that bass. That bass, that sub bass rumble. Oh, I'm loving it. Now, T-Pain sounding nice and clean. All right, now we got E40 coming in. Okay, E40 sounding just as clean. Sounding really good. I'm just digging that bass. That bass is just thumping. It sounds really, really good. I just love that bass hit. And like I said, the sub bass rumble on it after that, it's just superb. All right, let's go ahead and go into our third song. Going Home, let's go. All right, nice sound, nice lead off. The keyboard, sub bass from the keyboard came in at the beginning. You got the drums, very warm sounding. Just a great sound. Now the lead saxophone sounds nice and crisp. Nice balance. There's one thing here, the balance is nice here. Oh, it just sounds so good. I'm really enjoying it now. Oh, that high note, just nice and sharp, crisp, I love it. Now we got the rest of the band coming in, soundstage opens up. Again, still balanced sound. You know the lead saxophone is out in front. Just sounds so good. Just really, really good sound. All right, again, it just sounds so good. It was a nice warm sound to it, a warm balanced sound. Let's put it that way, especially with this find your equalizer setting. I cannot say it. I cannot praise this anymore. I think that was like one of the best additions to the app that Sony has come out with for these earbuds. They need to keep it moving forward, in my opinion. All right, again, I'm going on a tangent. So what we're going to do now is we get this wrapped up, and then we're going to come back with my final thoughts on this head-to-head. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in with the head-to-head. We've got the Sony WF-1000XM5s, XM5s, the nickel, going up against the FoKus Mystiques by Noble. And this was a really, really good head-to-head. This was definitely Gauntlet material, or a Gauntlet type matchup. Unfortunately, I had to leave someone out of the Gauntlet, so I chose to usually leave the Mystiques out, but was going to bring them back to do a head-to-head of their own. So again, both of them came out. They sound very good. All right, let's go ahead and talk about each of them. We'll start off with the FoKus Mystiques. Great volume. Overall, very, very loud. Probably some of the loudest earbuds I own. To be honest with you, sound is extra, extra bright. But when I was going through the sound test, it seemed like the mids and highs were dominating the lows on all three levels, all three songs. Although it was crystal clear vocals, crystal clear instruments, it's just that it sound kind of cold. Didn't have any thump to the bass in the E40 track. Didn't have the sub bass rumblings from the string instruments and the Old Money song, and of course the bass from the keyboard was almost non-existent in the Kenny G song as well as the kick drums in the background were really suppressed during that song as well. But again, I went off camera, made some tweaks, got the bass back in with some more balanced sound, and it's right in the sweet spot where I like it. And they went back to sounding phenomenal yet again, giving them a reason for being one of my top 5 earbuds. All right, but again, very, very good sounding earbuds. Definitely under the radar, in my opinion, for us. And those are for some other reasons, I'm quite sure, but we're not going to harp on that right now. But definitely a really good pair of earbuds, in my opinion. All right, so let's go ahead and move over to the XM5s, and again, very comfortable earbud, but again, the sound was fantastic. That Find My Equalizer feature really brings out everything I want out of these earbuds. I really thoroughly enjoyed the sub bass rumble. The bass hit, then the sub bass rumble combination is fantastic. I got nice, clean, clear vocals on all 3 songs. Everything sound just had like a little warmth to it, whereas the Mystique sounded a little cold, in my opinion. But they just sound really, really good, really good, really comfortable sounding. That's the word I'm looking for. Even at high volumes, they sound comfortable. When I say that, I mean you can sit back and listen to these and just be like, oh, they just sound comfortable. They sound good. You sit back on them. They sound really nice in the ear. Nothing high pitch or anything like that. You don't get that sound from them. The only problem with these is I just wish their natural volume was a little louder. That's it. Other than that, these sound fantastic. If they had their natural volume was just a little bit louder, these would be bumping somebody out of my top 5 or even top 3. Or I'll probably say that. But right now, because of that, just one detriment, that one detriment is keeping these guys from doing that. But these are fantastic earbuds. All right, so now put them together. Who would I go with if I had to choose between the XM5s and the Mystiques? Now, granted, the Mystiques is definitely up there in my top 5. excuse me, as far as best earbuds. But then that was done before the XM5s came out. And I would have to say, if I had to choose right now, and a lot of people will trip out, they will trip out. I'm waiting for it in the comments. For me, I'll go with this XM5s. I like the warmth in their sound. Yes, they don't get as loud as the FoKus Mystiques, but I like that warmth. I like that bass. I love the sub bass that comes with it. The vocals are clear and clear and clean. I like the way that sounds. They're not as crisp as the Mystiques. The mids and highs are definitely superior on these guys, but I get good bass, but I don't get Sony bass when it comes to the songs that I'm listening to, and when I need it, it's not there. But they do sound fantastic. They're in my top 5 for a reason. But I would definitely go with the XM5s here. These are my guys going in. Between these two, I will go with these. Just because of I just love the way they sound personally. Again, these, if I had to bump one down out of the top 5, I would move these from 4 to 5 and put these somewhere up there, because I only say 4 to 5. I would definitely have to do a reshuffling of my top 5. Stay tuned for that video. But I definitely, the XM5s are definitely impressed to me. I know there's people out there that hate on them and everything, but I got to keep it 100 when it comes to these two, because I do love the warmth of the sound. Plus, I got the bass when I need it, the sub bass rumble when I need it. Only thing I knock them for now, as of right now, is the natural volume. I just wish it was like 2 ticks louder naturally than they are right now, and there would be no question about that. All right, so the winner in this head-to-head, in my opinion, is the XM5s for the reasons I explained. But again, do not sleep on the Mystiques. These are great sounding earbuds. You just got to find your right EQ setting where you can get that balance. I found it they're going back through again, and I think I got as good as I can get out of them without overpowering the bass and losing the mids and highs. I think I found that right balance, but it just was not enough bass to put them over the top of the XM5s, in my opinion. Again, this has been a great head-to-head. I enjoyed this one. I had this on my list since doing the Gauntlet series for the XM5s. I knew I was going to have to come back to this one, and I'm glad I did. And if you like what you see, guys, girls, go ahead and hit the like button, and then go ahead and hit the notification bell, and subscribe if you want to continue to join me as I do videos like this and others. All that helps the channel, and if you want to you want to help out the channel, go ahead and hit the thanks button down here somewhere. That all helps the channel out. And now, what else is? I think we're good. All right. Thank you guys for coming out, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.